Hello, this is NCC-1701D Free Vulcan, and we're playing off the solar system, or at least that's start to picture that full name. Almost a year ago, for New Year's, I made a video with this game, and said I thought I'd probably make a lot of videos out of it, and I realized last week I hadn't made one since then. So I'm just gonna do one of my favorite little experiments with this simulation, or game, or God, messing around with being God thing. And that's, or I should pause this, or I can pause now. But one thing I like to do in this game, or just one thing that's really cool, is if you go, so you can click on like any object and you can change its properties, right? So I just clicked on the sun in our solar system. I paused it. It's in oh my god, it's January 1st. That's kind of, or wait, no, it's not. Oh no, it's April, May, June. Okay, it's June 1st. That's slightly less cool, but whatever. So I can go from motion, I can scroll down to velocity, and so I can go to y velocity, and in this simulation, y is upwards, which is strange, because usually in 3D coordinates, z is upwards, but whatever. And I can just sort of type in a new velocity. And so I'm going to put the velocity of the sun upwards as being 10,000 meters per second, or 10 kilometers per second. And now that we've done that, we are just going to watch what happens. And I've done this before, and it's rather entertaining. So, let's get the simulation a little bit. I don't know why this is running so slowly. It's because I'm recording? Do I have anything open? Okay, so as we can see, the inner planets are more or less following the sun, because they're close, so the gravity's strong, and the sun's just kind of accelerating them up with them, since there's a big dimensional time-space distortion, or whatever. And then the other planets, like, say, Saturn, are getting pulled, but they're a little like, what happened, because gravity is less strong than... I think this is just Newtonian simulation, but if it weren't, it would have taken time for, like, gravitational distortion to reach it. And if we go out to Jupiter, I think is never coming back, because the sun is going too far away. And so, its new relative velocity will be above its escape velocity. So we can say bye to Neptune. Although, it's hard to tell. Maybe it'll just have, like, an insanely long elliptical orbit. But who knows? I'm not going to run the simulation long enough to find out. And then the asteroids are kind of like, just, what's going on? We're still here. And then the Earth, this is always fun. So this game models the climate of the Earth, and it does other planets, but other planets aren't really that interesting. And so because of the increase of the sun's relative velocity, the Earth's orbit's being made all weird and elliptical, and it's kind of hard to see because the position of all the bodies in this aren't done relative to, like, any one thing. It's just done relative to, like, the start axis of the thing. So it would probably make the most sense in the simulation to make everything relative to the sun, so that we could see the orbits properly, but we can't. There is another view mode here, so we can see... So Earth has sort of an elongated, slightly more elliptical orbit now, because of what's happened. And because that, its climate has changed, and now it is very much frozen. So, and the average temperature is negative 50, ooh, it's getting colder, 53 degrees Celsius, which is, what is that? I don't know. Which is really cold in Fahrenheit. Don't know what that is, though. 273, it's like 220 Kelvin or something. So, the Earth is frozen. Its orbit's changed. the inner planets have all these stars just where they were when I changed the sun's velocity. Jupiter is still orbiting, but it has a weird orbit, and the other planets don't have orbits now. Change the sign to trails. So, yeah. In the inner asteroid belt, like, what do you call these? The inner dwarf planets are sticking. Anyway, yeah, this is just one of my favorite things to do in this game, is to mess with the solar system and say, what happened if the sun randomly started going up at 10 kilometers per second? So, this has been fun. This is NCC 171D, Freddy Vulcan, saying live long and prosper. Bye.